What's up, YouTube? I'm here to do a long-awaited second rendition of the original tier list, as you can see right here. Making sure everything's set. We've got an interesting video today. We've got a whole new tier list with my own rankings and my own little formula on how everything works. So if you have an issue with it, that's too bad. I'm wearing a Breathing sweatshirt, so can you really argue with me? No, you cannot. We've got a lot of people here, some more people than last time, with more pictures to go over, and I'll give a little bit more of an explanation this time around for sure than last time. I think I'm going to start out for a benchmark, just quickly going over every single one of these tiers, so no one's going to fail the true drift side. So it's like the pinnacle of aesthetics, okay? This is a physique tier list based on how aesthetic you are, not how muscular you are, or how big you are, or how strong you are. It's how aesthetic you are. So your frame matters a lot, okay? Dorian's probably my favorite physique ever, maybe. I wish I had his physique. That's my goal. And goal is to have his physique. High tier aesthetics is you're a very aesthetic human being. Mid tier, this is pretty self-explanatory. Gym bro is just your average gym bro. This guy works out. And then the mass monsters for people that maybe aren't aesthetic, but are super muscular. Because I feel like I know a lot of those people. And it's also as a consolation. No, I'm not saying you have a bad physique. But do you have a super aesthetic physique? Maybe not. So it's kind of me helping those people out. And making sure they don't feel left out. Because no one wants to feel left out. So, let's get started first. First person here we have is Aiden. Aiden's basically my best friend growing up. Went to middle school with him. All 4 years of high school is at UTK. And he doesn't post on anything, so I'd have him send me some photos. He also played football, so keep that in mind. Alright, this is his physique. Let's see. This is him. Clearly very muscular. Very big, developed biceps. There's some muscle imbalance right here, as you can tell. Back is huge. Got a turtle back. Honestly, pretty good taper here, honestly. His lats don't insert super well, but because of the muscle maturity he has, I think he's got a pretty aesthetic frame, and then he's very lean. He's 5'7", 165 pounds, 265 bench for sure, 400 squat. I think it's 45 at his max, but not 100% sure. His biggest, I would say, his pros are going to be his developed shoulders, his leanness, and his overall arms and back size. I think his chest is going to be one of his bigger flaws, actually. And then his waist, and then how wide his shoulders actually are. But I'd say his back is his number one. It's going to be his biggest, thing that's saving in a way. So, Aiden is going to go into the mid-tier aesthetics. Or potentially the mass monster, because he has a lot more muscle maturity. He's been working out since 7th grade, and he's a freshman in high school. So, he's got more muscle mass than pretty much anybody on this list is going to have, to be honest with you. Okay, Aiden's out of the way. Next up, feel bad for the guy that I'm doing, put him right after. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is my friend Brody. He has an account I'll show him in a second. And it's just wow. This guy doesn't weigh a lot. I think he's maybe 150 pounds at 5'10". But look at these wings. Look at the developed delts. His biceps are peaking here. It looks crazy. His waist is super small. He's got insane vascularity. This is his most recent photo that he has of himself. As you can tell, I feel like his arms have really come up in the last, since whenever this photo was taken, to here. You can see in really good bicep development occurring. Good chest development, obviously, as well. So because of that, he's going to go to the high tier aesthetics without a doubt. He doesn't really have any flaws besides that he's not very big. But he's got to put on some size, bro. Next guy up, Cristiano Alfano. Guy in my friend group. He's about 6'3", 190 pounds. As you can tell, pretty lean and got great. He is got a lot of muscle on him. But he's got a bigger frame, so it's a little bit easier to do things like that. Still visible abs, and obviously he's a tall guy, right? So from an aesthetic standpoint, he's going to be pretty high on the list because his frame is really high. When it comes to strength, he's not the strongest guy, honestly, pound for pound. I think he benches 235, which is very impressive. 225 is a great milestone to achieve. But like overall strength he's not all that. But super aesthetic frame. His frame is definitely very, very good. Next up is my friend Ryan. Give it a second to load. Oh crap. Let's see. Oh, it's gotta come off. It's too hot. Okay. Ryan, 6'2", 190 pounds. Doesn't have any big maxes you can tell me about. You can remember at least, but as you can tell, he's got a good muscle maturity. He also has been working out for a while. I think Nano was mainly a soccer kid actually, so more of a recent lifter. I'd say probably 2 years at the most, similar to me. Ryan's got good muscle maturity, and good ab development, as you can tell. Overall, his waist really is pretty wide, though. It's kind of blocky compared to where his lats insert and where his ribcage ends. He's got some good vascularity in his arms. His delts are pretty well developed, honestly. They look pretty good. And obviously, he's got a tall frame. So his biggest things, good abs and good arms. But his biggest flaws are going to be bad. Not an aesthetic frame. His ribcage. Let's go over to his TikTok page that he posts on. I'm going to expose one from next time. Amen. Amen. Holy loud, bro. That's low-key a crazy TikTok to have on my For You page, I'm not gonna lie. Whew. This is a bad look. This is a bad look. I swear. Oh, crap. The camera's right there. Oh my gosh. Dude, what is going on? Bro, I need TikTok Studio, bro. I'm trying to look up an account. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, look at this guy's physique. I'm just kidding. This doesn't exist, bro. Oh, I think it was this. There we go. I need to darken my eyebrows. This is insane. No contrast at all, bro. No contrast. Here's a good video from Posen. Sorry. as you can tell, like his frame, he's a big guy. Let's give him a second to load. Big back, obviously, pretty well developed back, you can see, but like, hold on, wait a second for it to load. Look at right here, see the taper? It's not that tapered. And he got long arms, which hurts him right now in the developmental process of building a physique. And so I'm not going to put him in like a low tier aesthetic because I don't think he's, not aesthetic. I'm going to put him in gym bro. Very muscular, but in terms of genetics, it's just genetics going back a little bit to be like a truly aesthetic person. But walking around with just a shirt on, he's just a muscular guy. Everyone's going to probably take note of this guy being a lot bigger than everyone else. But when shirts come off, not as muscular, not as aesthetic. Sorry, he's muscular. All right. So next person on the list, one of my best friends, Chase. 6'4", 175 pounds. Ridiculously shredded. I mean, this photo doesn't really do him justice. Honestly, pretty good insertions. A little bit of the muscle imbalance right here that look how lean he is. Very lean. Honestly, solid frame, 6'4". Pretty small waist. Good vascularity. I would say compared to someone like Cristiano's only issue, a lot more potential than Cristiano does in terms of what his physique will look like when it fills out. I think his arms just aren't big enough. He's got to put on a lot of size. Just imagine like when his back fills out to here. His delts pop out. His shoulders don't look super broad in this photo, I'll be honest. But I'm going to put Chase in the mid-tier aesthetics, but he has potential to be high tier. Actually, maybe even a bit above. If that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Next up, this guy's not even a question. You guys already this guy from the last video. He's competing in August. He's actually a chud, so he should be like, honestly, sub-5 gymmer, but it's called charity what they're doing. Oh yeah, this guy's a chud. I'm just kidding. Jacob is honestly one of the most muscular people I know. He's been working out for a long time too. And I mean, he just has some crazy development. I worked out with him. So strong. The guy's just a beast. Yeah, insane back. And look how low his lats are inserting here, okay? His back just takes up so much space. True shot right here. Very lean, obviously, as you can tell. Got those same underpants, not gonna lie. I think I got them shirts on right now. Obviously, kind of longer. And then, great ab definition. Let's take a look at some more of his. Yeah, I mean, this is literally as aesthetic as it gets, honestly. His waist could be a little bit smaller. He's a little blocky, but I mean, he has so much muscle size that it doesn't really matter that much. I would say that his potential is going to be a little bit lower than some other people on this list. But, I mean, right now, he's just so far ahead of everywhere else I know. I mean, he's just so fast. So he's easy high tier. This guy's more of a joke. Well, no, he himself's not a joke. This is kind of like a fake beef. Let's get up. I already looked him up. I have an explanation for why I have him kind of low, too. Let me know if I should do the Face IQ next. And do the Face IQ labs and get some facial ratings done. Or you can send me a frontal and a side profile. I'll pay the $24 and get some Face IQ labs going. That'll be sure to rile some people up. I already took mine. I don't want to reveal my score yet. Also, I'm looking chopped as hell today, so I'm looking chopped today. But like that's beside the point. I was able to somehow find some good photos that I was able to use. So maybe we can get some Face IQ. Hashtag Mickey Pill business scam, bro. Is Luke's account ever gonna load or? Yeah, this is not annoying at all. This is a joke, right? Whoa. Bro, I have no idea what's happening, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. Okay. Okay, let's gonna have to remove this. Hide the. Please don't look at my messages. All right, just ignore any messages you just saw. You didn't see anything. All right, let's take a look at Luke Hermosa. Now, him and Ryan posed together actually, and they took the same exact photo, the same exact lighting, the same exact room. And I mean, there's the bicep vein there for sure. There's definitely some delta action going on here. Chest, really not seeing it. I'm not seeing some chest development. I'm not really seeing any tricep development right here. And like, there's a bicep vein, but like, I don't know. So from that, you'd be like, oh, this guy has a horrible physique, right? No. Well, not horrible. I'm sorry. Okay, that's way too far. That's not at all what I meant. 1 second. This dude never posts his physique, I swear. Okay. We're going to go off his most recent physique, so it doesn't say that I'm like cherry picking photos or videos. This is the most recent video. And, I mean, his waist is really small. He's lean, though. He's got to lean back. Lean chest. Got some ab development. Got a nice vein right there. And look at Jiaoji, bro. Looking great, man. I wish I had your physique. That guy's not at all a douchebag. He seems like an awesome guy. Okay, but if we're going to honestly rate Luke Hermosa, he's got to go gym, bro. His physique just isn't there. It's muscular, but it's just not aesthetic. It's not what we're looking for. His waist isn't. And all that. Honestly, I'm looking for broad shoulders, small waist. But to be fair to everyone, we're going to rate myself next. Alright. Let's start with just like a random video. Oh shit. Like maybe not to click on my like it. That was a horrible idea to try to post that. Okay. Let's see. So this is a little bit ago, so he's flexing my back. I don't have nearly enough size that he does, like nearly the same. But I'd say I'd beat him in this pose right here for a couple of reasons. My back isn't even as lean as his. Like, I'm not as lean as Aiden is, but I mean, my frame carries me. And I'm not saying that I have like a good physique, but like, let's see. Yeah, I mean, if we were to compare my frames, it's just like, that's a good Y, not Y frame, that's a good V taper right there. And that's pretty bold. Like I can lose a majority of this weight right here. Get like some nice striations. I don't even have much striations in my back. And I feel like, it's already pretty tapered. Especially right here, you can see it right here. I think the same pose Aiden does here. And I don't know how the size he does, but my frame does look a little bit more tapered. And, this makes me actually look pretty small here, but we do got some chest space. Let's see. This is a person here. Alright. Again, shoulder to waist ratio. Looking small. We respond to this. Love all my fans. They're so supportive. Okay. Alright. Analyze, so I can be harsher to myself so Luke doesn't think I'm targeting him. I'm not gonna lie, my arms are just bigger than this. Straight up. So that's not really an issue. It's probably my weakest pose, but again, I'm just trying to show the waist ratio. And it's pretty small. My back's one of my better attributes. And then I'd say this is one of my better poses to show how small my waist can be even while bulked. So, I don't know. I mean, if you guys don't agree with my rating, I would love for you guys to disagree with me in the comments. Again, waist is like really tapered here. Definitely gotta put all size on, but like, from an aesthetic standpoint, I don't know, dude. I think I'm a high tier aesthetic. I don't even have myself as an option. And I will be Dorian line one day, so just wait for that. So into the high tier aesthetic, I'm sliding myself in. Oh crap. Okay. A couple other names on the list that we can clear out. I have to make Google Docs for a majority of people. So we're going to get Logan in here. Alright. Now Logan. Look at this guy. This is Andrew Tate. He lived in Franklin, Tennessee. Oh shit. Alright, he's 6'3", 180 pounds, and this is probably his best photo in my opinion. He's just diced in this photo. This is in college, and he's looking pretty aesthetic, bro. I'm totally Myron, bro. Yo, Pasha, bro. Sorry. Honestly, shoulder veins right here, not even striation, shoulder veins, bicep vein here. And so I'm going to give a little bit of leniency on the lack of actual muscle mass on his arms because of how long it. Based on how tall he is, he's got good rear delt development and a good side chest, honestly. His back, obviously I took this photo at where he looked as physically wide as possible, right? So it's a little bit of fraudy, but everyone has that in their photos. And honestly got a good taper here going on. Him and Chase are on the same height, and his genetics aren't as good as Chase's. You see what I mean? His waist isn't as small. But I would say he's got more muscle mass on him than Chase does. Personally. And he's super lean, dude. Like, there's a scroll up to find his photos. This is his, look at the shoulders. The shoulders are very well developed here. So is his back. His rear delts. Look at the striations. His posterior. I'm gonna give him a mid-tier aesthetic. Again, that's no hate to him, but I think Chase and him are in very similar levels. Chase has more potential. But what's it called? Logan is farther along. And Logan doesn't even work out, dude. Logan works out occasionally, and he can hit 225, which is a good feat of strength that Chase hasn't hit yet. So that's where he's going to edge him out. But they're going to be in the same category. Next up is going to be the man, the myth, the legend, the artist himself, Enzo. And I mean, looking at this, props to him, dude. I mean, you can see the shoulder veins right here, the striations. Great bicep genetics right here, and he's super lean, dude. I mean, super visible ab developments, as you can totally tell here. Look at the striations. You can see his triceps is pretty developed. And this side chest is a very good pose for him. Great upper chest development, honestly, as you can tell. And shows off the bicep, a little bit of the tricep development. He probably has, of the other two people I've shown, some of the best in that area for his arms. With the rear delts, to where the tricep ties in, he's got good insertions. I think his biggest drawback is his shoulders are kind of narrow, and his waist is a little bit kind of, you get what I'm saying, instead of a good tier. But I mean, he's high tier aesthetic. Very, very aesthetic. But I'm gonna think about that. I think I'm gonna put him down here, just because he's like 140 pounds. He's got a while. He's got a lot of size to put on, even though he looks great. So next up is my boy Max. But Enzo cannot sing anyone we know, right? So I mean, if this was a singing tier list, it'd be the true weekend, bro. True weekend. Okay. This is probably my best friend Max, one of my best friends actually. Got a lot of good friends. Got a lot to be thankful for in that area of life. So Max is 5'8", 5'9", 165 pounds, and he's like Togi. If Togi was in a frat still, and wasn't a famous media fitness influencer, this guy is one of my clients. So I personally take a little bit of joy seeing him succeed in the gym. And look how shredded he is. This guy's lean to the gills. Mogger right here. Absolute mogger. But his waist is a little bit too broad, too wide. Right? His lats insert so high. And then his waist doesn't really taper in. Even though he's probably one of the more shredded people that you're going to see in this video. And you don't get the taper right there that you'd want. As you can more visibly tell here. It's a little bit blockier in the waist. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because he's so lean and he's got a good amount of muscle. So he is also going to go into the mid-tier aesthetic. I feel like we're like accruing way too many people. I guess it's fair. I just associate myself with a lot of, I guess, muscular in this like same broad area, I guess. All right, next person up is going to be TikTok Sigma. This guy is my friend Caden. I might put myself a little bit lower just to make it fair. I don't want to be crediting myself too high. All right. This guy's underground as hell. This guy's super niche, bro. Tap into TikTok Sigma, guys. And he's been training for, I'd say, maybe 4 years. Look at great development, great shoulder development. I'd say that's arguably his. Like, okay, I'm just gonna fuck you. Okay. He's got insane shoulder area, but I mean his waist isn't really that, bro. It's not that small. It's not that petite. It's built kind of like a cardboard box. But his abs are also built like I don't know what the saying is, but you get what I'm saying. Very lean. But I'd say like for being as lean as he is, he's not that like tapered. But his shoulders are really muscular. He's got really good shoulder genetics. So I'm kind of stuck in between putting him between mid and low. Again, this is not purely off of how muscular you guys are. So before you guys come for my heads, it's not about how muscular you are. You could be a skinny little twink with 20-inch delts and a 2-inch waist, and you're probably gonna get put in a Dorian light. So calm the fuck down before you get mad. Let's take a look. There's a lot of these I'm waiting on people to send photos to or me make documents of them. So let's see. I can handle this guy. This is my roommate in college. He's an absolute animal. And I'm pretty terrified of him because he almost killed me one night. We got into a wrestling match. He is 5'10", 235. Now, I'm going to be honest. Pound for pound, I'm stronger than this guy. So, suck it. But does he bench almost 435, I think? He does. So, oh wait. Who's that guy? Damn, that guy's handsome as hell. This guy's just ridiculously strong. Let's just take a look at some of his feats of strength. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Give it a second to load. Son, I'm crying. Son, I'm actually crying. Yeah, this guy lived under the same roof as me. That's not really terrifying at all. Ridiculously strong and super chill. This guy's so nice. Really good roommate to have, honestly. Super chill guy, but obviously when it comes to physique, he's not that aesthetic. But he's a mass monster. And he's not a gym bro. He's too strong to be a gym bro. You know what I'm saying? So, he's going to go into the mass monster category. He should power build. Okay. This is going to be a little bit controversial. The next mass monster we're going to put in there is this guy named Soren. Now, he is lean, but you'll take a look and see what I'm talking about in a second, why I'm putting him. Okay, don't look at what I just got mentioned in that. Okay. Just gonna ignore that. Just, okay, this will be so much easier if I just go over here. And go here. Does it not let me... Nice. 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 Super cool. I'm not sure if this guy's natural. He doesn't have natural in his bio. By the way, he is fucking humongous. I mean, he deadlifts 585. I'm not sure if he's natural. I mean, he's huge. Like, this guy's humongous, dude. Yeah, I mean, very big, but okay. His shoulders are so narrow, dude. Like, he's huge. He's almost 200 pounds, but his shoulders are so narrow in this position. And his waist is all the way out here. He's just not that aesthetic. Is he muscular? Yes, but he's a beast. This guy's a beast. Super strong. Aesthetic? No. An absolute animal? 100%. I mean, look at this guy. Alright, let's take a look at his friend, Landon. Landon's weird, dude. Like, I don't know where to put him. We're basically my height. We're like the same height. And somehow we also weigh the same weight. I don't really know how that works, I'll be honest. He's been training since he was 13 years old, and I think he's 18, about to be 19. Or he's already 19. It'd be super embarrassing if I passed by him and didn't even realize it. I'm getting the feeling that I definitely passed mine. I didn't realize it. Yeah, no, definitely passed by it up here. Okay, it's like Landon Piercer or something like that. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go to our messages real quick. Cleared them out right before I started this. So I feel like I'll be good. Let's just not read my messages, by the way. Let's just ignore them all. Yeah. Like, dude, what the fuck? He looks great, right? I mean, look, now this, when it comes to aesthetic, this is it, bro. Insane shoulder. Okay, you see your hair, Landon. Insane shoulder to waist ratio. Hands, he's natural. I mean, look at this. Look at that shoulder. Who is born like that, bro? It's crazy. So he's gonna get put into. He might even be put in a Dorian light, dude. I don't know. This guy's got the most. I don't know. It's aesthetic, but at the same time, like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put him in the Dorian light just because of how crazy his ratios are. But I'm not sure how well they actually flow together, in my personal opinion. It might be a little bit like too uncanny. It's like when your PSL's too high, bro. I'm not sure though. It's no disrespect to this guy. I just feel like you can build like a more aesthetically pleasing, like scientifically, this guy's basically he's up here. But from the looks of it, I don't know. So I'm gonna put him in Dorian Light. He's probably gonna be the only one that's gonna sneak in there. Let's get our friend Gabe here. NPC bodybuilder, natural. Look at those leg genetics. Insane. Do you think he came in a little bit too shredded for his show? I think he could have looked so much bigger. But this is the difference I'm kind of talking about between him and his brother. See how the genetics are just a little different. He's a little bit more broad. Just look at this page. Look how shredded he is. I don't know if he's Dorian Light though. But if I'm in high tier aesthetic with this guy, I don't know. He might be Dorian Light now. He also weighs like 150 pounds. So we're gonna put him in the high tier aesthetic as well. Take a look at the people we have left. I think I'm gonna handle this in the next video. So for now, peace. This is probably not gonna be very well edited. I'm not gonna lie. I might. You'll see if I do. I'm gonna finish the rest for the next video because this video is taking a while. Be sure to leave in the comments if you disagree with what I said, why I said it. I'll probably go over it a little bit more in the next video. I'm so tired of punching over. Okay, so but yeah, I mean, if you don't agree with it, that's okay. And I'd love to have a conversation with you on why you don't agree with the way I rated things the way I did. If you think I rated myself too highly, that's fine, and I can be sure to change it. Honestly, most honestly, like if I really could choose, I'd probably put myself down in the gym, bro. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I think this looks a lot better. Okay, see you guys. Okay, we are. Just check this real quick. We are back. We are back with part two of the video. Hold on one second. Let me find what else I had left. So in the last part of the video, I put myself in gym, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I agree with that. I'll be honest. I don't have the most amount of muscle mass here, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna put myself in high tier aesthetic, man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. This is my other client. She's a big fat chud, so she's probably gonna get put pretty low. Um, yeah, bro. Uh, I mean, she's a mass monster for sure, but we'll put her in the high tier so she gets a free pass because she's my client. Let's see who else is left on this list. Okay. Next up, we have my friend Ari. He's a senior in high school right now, and he played football, as you can tell. So this is his physique. He's 6'5", so you got to keep that in mind. Good vascularity. Well, it's horrible camera quality. I mean, look at these dominant triceps he's got. This camera quality sucks. But let's take a photo of you right here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's got potential for sure. Um, he's got kind of wide shoulders, but I mean his waist is not narrow. He's very lean though, so he's got some potential. I'm still gonna put him in the low tier aesthetic. All right, let's go find my friend real quick. This is my buddy Nico. This guy's a dog. This guy's an actual beast. Okay, he's 18 years old and strong and big as hell. Look at these chest genetics. But he's a monster, and he's got insane ab genetics. But his waist isn't the smallest. He's got a kind of a good taper. He's got a lot of size. You know, he's a very big guy, dude. He's muscular. He's an animal. Great ab genetics. That's an 8-pack. That's crazy. But I'm gonna put him in the mass monster category simply because he doesn't have like a aesthetic physique. He's just a muscular. He's a beast. Like he's like the Trent twins. All right. Next up, we have my friend Dave. My friend David. Mager alert. Let's take a look at his physique. Okay, this guy is good. So he's been working out, not for the longest, but for the prodigy. But he's insane at football. Okay, let's take a moment to. Nope. Nice. Nice. Just don't pause if I wanted to. Okay. Great shoulder development, honestly. Like if you look at this side chest. You're not working out that much. I mean, his shoulders look very good. in my opinion. So, I mean, I was gonna put him in low tier aesthetic, but I'm gonna put him in gym bro. He's getting on. He's putting some size on him. He's got very good strength genetics. I mean, he hit 225 when he was like a sophomore in high school. So the kid is a beast. Um, he's a dog for sure. Who the fuck is Alex, bro? I don't know. I mean, look at the name. This guy's already a stud. Just looking at this name. Cool. He's a beast. He never really posts his physique, but from my opinion, I think he's got great genetics. You can see his calves here. He's got pretty good calf genetics. This guy doesn't really post his physique. I just wanted to include him because I like racing a lot. So um, he's tapped into some SBO and he's kind of a mogger. So this guy's a true Chad, but it's probably gonna get put in the gym bro as well. But came in the mid tier. This is my mutual. This is my mute. My moot. Let's moot up, bro. Let's moot up. Um, this guy's hella niche, bro. He looks pretty good, dude. Like, he's obviously he's kind of lean here. I'd say his biggest like flaws waist isn't super wide, but he's built on some good muscle. Pretty good ab development. Lats are coming in. He just got to put on some size in his shoulders, and he'll be good. Um, he's got narrow clavicles though. So that's all I have for today's video. Pretty much, this is the end of ranking. These are kind of going to stay exactly where they are now that I've done them. Um, yeah, dude, that's about it. Hoping everyone has a blessed day. I'm gonna get it on and editing this shit. If you're mad about it, we can have a whole conversation about why you're mad about your ranking. Um, and then yeah, dude, like, I think that's about it. These are the people that asked to be included that send me photos. So